Sleepovers in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s were a mix of innocent fun, mysterious dares, and downright strange activities that somehow became staples of the experience. From spooky storytelling to bizarre food combinations, these odd traditions made sleepovers unforgettable. 1. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. This classic sleepover, levitation, game had kids believing they could lift their friend using just 2 fingers. With hands under the stiff as a board sleeper, everyone would chant, hoping to make them float. It rarely worked, but the suspense and mystery kept kids coming back to it. 2. Prank calls. In the days before caller ID, prank calls were the ultimate sleepover mischief. Kids would giggle uncontrollably while pretending to be pizza delivery services or ask silly questions to unsuspecting strangers. Today, prank calls are much harder to pull off, but they were once a mischievous sleepover staple. 3. Bloody Mary in the bathroom mirror. Every sleepover needed a spooky element, and Bloody Mary was it. Kids would gather in the darkened bathroom, chanting Bloody Mary into the mirror 3 times, hoping to catch a glimpse of the ghostly figure. It often ended in screams and everyone running out of the bathroom. 4. Building forts with blankets and pillows. Building a fortress from pillows and blankets was a sleepover essential. This wasn't just for fun. Forts were serious business, and each sleepover would have a unique design. Once the fort was built, it became the designated spot for ghost stories, gossip, and giggles. 5. Inventing weird food combos. Kids loved raiding the kitchen and making strange food combinations just to see who would try them. Some favorite concoctions included potato chips dipped in ice cream or ketchup on popcorn. These odd snacks became rites of passage, and everyone had to at least take one bite. 6. Watching movies that were a little too scary. Horror movie marathons were a must, even if most kids weren't old enough for them. Poltergeist, It, and Goosebumps episodes were common choices. Inevitably, the scary movies left kids huddling together or sneaking off to the parents' room in the middle of the night. 7. Temporary tattoos and crazy makeup. Sleepovers were the perfect time to try temporary tattoos and crazy makeup looks without adult supervision. Kids would cover themselves in stick-on tattoos, paint their faces with wild eyeshadow, and take turns giving each other makeovers that often ended up looking ridiculous. 8. Choreographing dance routines or lip-sync battles. Many kids loved creating elaborate dance routines or lip-syncing to their favorite songs, often mimicking MTV music videos. Groups would practice and perform for each other, and the performances were either recorded on VHS tapes or judged by the rest of the group. 9. Spending hours playing Truth or Dare. Truth or Dare was a sleepover classic, and it got weird quickly. Kids dared each other to do silly, harmless tasks like talking in funny accents or wearing clothes backward. Sometimes, though, the dares could be pretty ridiculous, involving toilet paper, toothpaste, or the classic, pretend to call your crush. 10. Talking about ghosts or UFOs until everyone was terrified. No sleepover was complete without some paranormal talk. Kids would swap ghost stories, discuss UFO sightings, or try to summon spirits with homemade Ouija boards. The conversations would go on until everyone was scared enough to huddle together, barely daring to close their eyes. These bizarre traditions made sleepovers a blend of thrills, laughter, and friendship that kids wouldn't soon forget. Even now, memories of these quirky sleepover activities bring a smile to those who took part in them, no matter how strange they might seem today.